Hey y'all, what it do? It's your boy IcyTyMcFly. Let me tell y'all something. This is about my life and my life stories. So basically, when I was a little kid, I grew up without a father. And I had my brother who would always look up to me, so it was a hard thing for me. There's five of us, five kids. My mom was a single mother, and life was hard. We used to go days, sometimes weeks without food. And see, the thing is, I don't understand why sometimes people gotta say things that don't make any sense. Like, why do people always use their past as an excuse for not wanting to push forward? I had a bad past. I didn't have a father to teach me things about, becoming a man. I have father figures, but there's only so much that they can do or say. And my mom, she can't really teach me about being a man. It's just, I don't know how to really put this. Like, people, just because I didn't have a father didn't mean that it was an excuse for me to treat women bad or to not care about no one or to just throw everyone to the side. I didn't use it as an excuse. So, back to the story. When I was about 5, 6 years old, it came to the conclusion that me and my brother were the only ones in the family with common sense. You see, the thing with being the only two people in our family with common sense is that, the family duties and taking care of the family all falls on you because your mom's working a lot of jobs. So, I I'm just tired. I feel myself like not being able to handle most things. Every day life gets harder. Every day people get more ungrateful. Every day people are selfish, and it's confusing to me because people tell you to do one thing but then turn around and they do the opposite. But I was always told, always, from the day I was born, that since I'm a man, I have to, instead of say it, I have to do it. My relationships were horrible. Every relationship I was in led to me being either cheated on or me lied to because people don't know how to tell the truth or face the consequences. There's many times where things were hard to me, but when I face the truth, I always end up becoming better, greater, the best version of myself every time I face the truth. I own it, and then I evolve. And it's like, it's so simple to me, but it seems like it's so hard to everyone else. So basically, my life is full of nothing but confusion and doubt and people just not. It's hard to say because I'm really low key disappointed at how my life turned out, but at the same time, I do have a dream that I do want to reach. Ever since I was 6 years old, my uncle, who has, you know, was the first man to pick me up ever since I was out of the womb. So, I had a connection there. Shout out to my Uncle Herbert. He was always there for me. But the thing is, like, he was something that I wasn't. He was a man. Everyone always tells me, what's the meaning of a man? Shit, I've been trying to figure that out myself. I'm trying to grow up more and more every day. The thing is, everyone always says when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, right? Well, I think that's bullshit because life doesn't give you lemons. It gives you lime because it tastes sour. And see, the thing is, I'm like, everybody says, you know, you have to be stronger. You have to be the bigger person. But see, I'm tired of being the bigger person. Every time I'm the bigger person, it's like I get taken advantage now. Pardon me. I can't tell you how many times when I'm the bigger person, it's like people become children. When I was in high school, I had this coach, you know, he was a real good coach. And I played linebacker, which, if it wasn't for football, honestly, I don't think I'd be pretty good at choosing life choices. But back to the football subject, my coach, he passed recently because of some of the choices that he made in his past. And, he couldn't deal with it, so he, God rest his soul, he took his life. And that hurt me because, he was one of the only ones who really taught me how to be strong in football. Like, so, like, when it's something that I couldn't understand, And it's something I'll never understand. Because when I was a little kid, I used to get bullied a lot because I didn't talk that much. I didn't talk that much. When I was 6, I used to go to a school. It's called Fannin. It turned into an elementary now, but I used to have kids pick on me, talk about my ears, my gaps in my teeth, my eyes, my head. I used to have people talk about me all the time, but it never drove me to wanting to, delete myself. Because I couldn't bring myself with terms with that because I'm more afraid of God than I am of man. Like, just imagine like God can just handle it, and like there's nothing you really can do about it. But at the age of 7, you know, I had a life, right, where I would go to school and I would have to fight every day. From 7 years old to 10 years old, I fought every day. I had to fight someone every day. The amount of people that I had to fight in order to really become the best version of myself was a lot. A lot of people. A lot of people underestimated me. A lot of people didn't care about me. A lot of people made fun of me. But I didn't use that as an excuse not to progress in life. And that's what made me stronger. There were so many days where I just wanted to give up, but I realized I got a family. I don't want them to be sad when I'm gone. I don't like that. I don't even like it when I see on Facebook I miss my brother or I miss my auntie, I miss my uncle, grandma, grandpa, great grandma, great grandpa, shoes, sisters. Like it's a lot, and maybe I'm too emotional or I care too much, but I'd rather be that than to not care at all. I had so many nights where I cried myself to sleep. So many nights where I just wanted to give up and wondered why am I here? Why do people even care about me? What's the point of living if it doesn't matter? But then I soon realized I got a lot to live for. I got a dream. That's why I'm playing video games. So I'm streaming now. You know, my first video game I've ever played was a Super Nintendo. It never stirred me wrong. It kept me out of the streets. It kept me from getting in trouble. I could focus on school. I was getting smarter every day. I just was so happy. As long as I had in my games, I felt like I didn't need no one else. But the thing was, in return, I had people start making fun of what I love to do, which was play video games. I mean, I didn't just sit down and play video games. I also was an athlete. I played sports. And see, another thing is that I worked so hard to be who I am today, and it's like the harder you work, the less people appreciate you. People don't care unless you have money. You could be a good person at heart, taking care of everyone around you, making sure everyone's okay, opening up your heart. Even if you're half-assing it and you not really caring and shit, I still feel like that's better than not doing anything at all. And I feel like the second one's what I'm doing now, cause the first option was what I was doing. I was taking care of everyone. I was happy. I was satisfied. I was like, as long as everyone around me is taken care of, I'm okay. Then I started growing resentful because I started to realize the more I took care of people, the more selfish and inconsiderate and just it's just a lot because you would think that if you take care of some people, they would really care, you know? And I'm just tired because like I got a good heart, and I like being around good people and I'm not perfect. I've done bad things, but I always try to own up to them. And if I don't try, I do own up to them. And I try to figure out the best solution to becoming a way better person. I push myself so hard. And it's like no one listens. The only person that listens is God, and I've fallen off on that aspect too. I don't go to church no more. I barely pray. It's like I work hard, but I feel like everything I do is not good enough. Everyone I meet, I'm not good enough for. I even have, that 1 ounce of masculinity in me left that says, how am I not good enough if I'm doing everything I can to make sure everyone around me is taken care of, to make sure I'm straight, to make sure everyone gets into the same mindset I'm in. There were so many times where I wanted to give up. So many times where I did not want to talk to no one, see no one, be with no one. When I was when I was 10 or 11, somewhere around those range, in the age range. I always thought I'd become better. When I was 10 and 11, we moved to Oklahoma. I hated it. I was doing so good in school. If I would have stayed here, I would have been a 3.0 GPA. But I'm average, 2.5. When I was 19 years old, I got into a relationship. When I was 18, not 19, I got into a relationship. And after I got into that relationship, it's like things just started to go down. You know, she was cheating on me. So my life was going down. Everything around me was dark. All the people I talked to, I just couldn't talk to because there was always negativity. But before everything went dark, it's like I could still be positive with all the negativity. I didn't care for it. Now I care about it, and it's frustrating. When I was 20 years old, I had people not wanting to talk to me about what I was doing wrong. I've also had people lie to me, and I've also had people try to tell me like this is the truth and this isn't. Sometimes I just want to go away to a forest and just disappear for long periods of the month. I'd be like Forrest Gump and just run until I can't run no more. I smoke blacks now. I used to smoke a lot of weed to run away from what was bothering me. I got sent to the hospital when I was 20 years old. I didn't eat, sleep, or drink